Animus projesine Türkçe yama için teşekkür ediyoruz. Ubisoft sunar. Ses ne ya? Şimdi pardon, sesi ayarlayacağım. Bir saniye. Şu oyunun sesini biraz alçaltmam gerek. Çok fazla sesi var. Şöyle 20 yeterli. Şimdi Assassin's Creed 3'ün yani Creed 3'ün Remastered sürümüyle karşınızdayım. Grafikler Ultra'da oynayacağız. En yüksek ayarlar. Hatta göstereyim size şöyle de. Gördüğünüz gibi her şey en yüksekte. Tamam. Revelation'ı bitirdik. YouTube'da bulabilirsiniz. Öncelikle hikayeyle başlayalım. Ardından Kral Washington'ın Tiranlığı diye bir DLC var. Onun ne olduğunu hiç oynamadım, bilmiyorum. Kardeşliğin tarihine dal. İlk bölümde başlıyor. Yeni oyun. Tekrar Desmond Miles'ı kullanıyoruz.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor when the spoils, when the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Şimdi bu oyunda hatırladığım kadarıyla Ezio ve Altair artık kullanmıyoruz. Yepyeni bir karakter var, onu kullanıyoruz. Yine kontrol edici olarak Desmond var Animus'u süren de. Kanır mıydı neydi yeni suikastçının adı?
We're here.
Döndük. Remaster'ın Crit 3'ten farkı neymiş görelim bakalım.
Let's go.
Şimdi klasikçiliğe atmışlar abi. Hafif dokular biraz canlanmış. Onun haricinde bir şey yok. Klasik Ubisoft. Tamam. Ona bak. Ha, elma bizdeymiş bak.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
I think we're here.
Hızlı koşmuyor, burada görüyor. Kartal görüşümüz yine her zamanki gibi var. Ama güzel.
Key. You must find the key.
Şunu.
Son? Sir.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. Aynen öyle ve bayıldı.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Duyuyor musun?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
Okay.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Hızlı yürüme. Ne yürüme? Ha, koşmak için shift. Oh.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Suikast yeteneklerini test ediyorlar şu an. Desmond bayağı çevik olmuş bu oyunda.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Tamam. Oradan nereye? İyi de kanka buradan oraya atlamaz ki bu. Bir deneyeyim. Ne olduğunu anlamadım ama neyse. Şuradan, şuradan, şuradan ve tamam. Lan orada değil. Oradan gidiyoruz. Yanlış yaptık. Bir dakika. 2 3 tamam. Atla şuraya. Tamam. Heh, şöyle olacak. Tamam, çok iyi. Tırman, tırman, tırman. Oradan aynen. Aynen. Okay.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
İstediğini vurma zamanı. Tamam şimdi. Bakın bu yeni bir karakter.
Sir? Sir?
James aldım.
Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine.
Evet tamam.
I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Ölümcül gösteri. Dizi 1.
Invitation, please.
Al sana invitation.
Shall I take your coat, sir?
Sistem mesajı. Deneyim.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Okay. Assassin's Creed'in grafiklerini bayağı bir ayağa kaldıran Creed 3 zamanında ki şu an zaten bayağı bir eski bir
Good
oyun
evening,
tırnak
sir.
çıktı.
This way, please.
Bu Remastered sürümü. Odyssey ile aynı anda yaptılar bu oyunu.
My apologies.
Odyssey'den aynı anda yaptı demeyeyim de yani grafiksel anlamda bir cile attılar o kadar. Remastered adı üstünde.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Evet, gördüm orada.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
Like me too, he acts in a double capacity, both against roads and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
$1,000 pardons. I'm so sorry. My apologies.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence. A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not bend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may mention a book. Tom Gag.
Bunlar sanırım zengin üyeler aynı. Birinci sınıf vesaire. Bunlar özel izliyor tiyatroyu. Çık bakayım. Şurada anlat. Kare. Kilitli oyna. Bakın bu da yeni bir özellik. Lockpick açma şeyini getirdiler oyuna. Fare gerginlik açısını bulmak için mouse'u sağa sola oynat. Aşağı oynat. Ah. Açtım. Şimdi... Adam...
Stage fright.
A little Dutch courage up with a bloom in your cheek.
Jeremy's really burning up the box tonight. He's a moth.
Hatham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
Opera evinden çık. Opera eviymiş lan bura. Ha, alarm verildi.
Come, please!
That man there! Seize him!
What's happened?
A A man was killed in the upper
I've done no wrong. I search him. Any weapons?
I beg your pardon, man. Did you notice anyone suspicious?
Please.
Cats, certainly. Right on them.
It happened
We
right
must
at
leave
that
at
peace
once.
break.
What are those men doing?
Peace French, there is no danger.
Move! Move!
Imbecile.
Where are you going?
I need to get out.
I'll search it on here. You search down there.
Very well. If you find anyone, give a shout.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Opera için gelmedim.
Shall we be off in?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that it be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Ölümcül gösteri. Atlantik Okyanusu ikinci gün.
Some fresh air might do me good.
and then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. No, you don't stick right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnels.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this. That's enough, Graves. Stay out of this.
Ha, bunu yapmamı istiyor, tamam.
Listen to this, Enter. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, man, call this off. If the captain sees
To
us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side do you on anyway?
Helal. Heh, yedim seni. Ne oldu?
We're ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No, but you should be.
Vur.
Do you yield?
Never! How do you like these odds?
What's the meaning of this?
Captain,
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
these thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
Leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself.
Oh.
Are we understood? Excellent.
Bu karakter biraz şey ya. Böyle ağır ve biraz korkutucu.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxury.
You should feast on lamb and wine.
You looking for another fight? That it?
Fish and biscuits.
Go away.
Nereden bir şey çıkmadı. Bu ne? Bununla ilgilenmiyorum, bu bir ana oyun. Şimdi geçemiyorum. Ah.
Quite the basting you gave Graves and Quill. Wasn't by choice. Aye. Blockheads, the both of them. Where are my manners? Louis Mills. Pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway. So, should I be watching my back?
I think the boys learned their lesson. They're normally not so nasty. Honest, it's just the past few crossings have been a bit rough.
Oh?
Captain's trying to cut costs, reduce rations, lower wages, more dangerous cargo. It's put the crew on edge.
Is there cause for concern, then?
Not if I can help it. But the captain needs to think about the way he treats his men.
I got nothing to say to you.
Aşağıda mı? Aynen.
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Doktor ya da kokla konuş.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice, go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Are you James?
Aye.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Geç benim kuşları ara.
You must expose whatever they're plotting.
Your crew's a tight-lipped bunch, but I'll see what I can do.
Well, hurry up.
Geminin arka kısmı.
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet, just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit, stretch my legs, that's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
Alt tarafındaki gelen sesleri araştır.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's all right, he's got lamb and wine. We're stuck with tinned fish and biscuits.
Curious. Most curious.
...33. gün. Bir aydır denizde miyiz lan?
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it...
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Vardı bile.
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down! Our warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted? Secure the hatch!
Haytham, have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah, so that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
Kılıç eğitimim oluyor şimdi. İşaret. Helal. Bir daha vur bakayım. Halkalayacağım. Yendik.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
You'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right. All right.
fix your sail for you.
Yelkenli kalıplar pek herhalde.
Thank you.
Gemileri battı. Atlantik Okyanusu 72. gün. Altın mı ne onlar? Çikolataymış lan. Provada kaptanla tanış. Oyunun grafikleri bayağı iyi yalnız canım. Revelation, Brotherhood.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Çık bakayım. Türkçe ama anamız projesi sonra Assassin's Creed 3 Remaster. Remaster yazısı yok tabii ki. Yeni Dünyaya Yolculuk Bölüm 1. Eksi 2 bastım. 1754.
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle in. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
Are you by any chance John and Isabella's son?
One
Bayağı
and the same.
geliştirmişler oyunu aynen.
Your commission is with Edward Braddock, is it not?
Aye. But he's yet to reach America, and I figured I might... Well, at least until he arrives. I thought...
Yes? Out with it.
Forgive me, sir. I had hoped that I might study under you. If I am to serve the Order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate me.
Impossible, sir. This way.
Thief! Someone stop him!
Hırsızlar yine bu oyunda da var. Askerler bakın. İngiltere askerleri gelmiş tüfeklerle beraber. Teknolojilerle de.
Boston's quite a lively city. There's all manner of things to see and do. Once you've settled in, I suggest you take some time to walk the streets. Who knows what opportunities you might discover.
Hold a moment. Need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
Fiyatı açmak için tuşu kullan. Harita. Sanatlar ayarlı aynen. Ben de şu markete gideyim.
Get back here with that, you rogue!
Tamam burası herhalde.
Damn sprigs. This accursed city will be the death of me.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. And though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway.
You must be new to Boston.
Why do you say that?
You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if
It's all right, all right. If you have the time, hurrah! If not, no harm done. The thing is useless in its current state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
Burası.
Well, that was interesting.
Sayfaları topla. Sayfaları nereden bulacağım ki arkadaş?
Willkommen, enter please.
Bir kılıç ve tabanca al. Satın al. Normal silahlar. Normal kılıç. Ver bunu. Başka yok zaten. Ateşli silahlara gel. Çakmaklı tabanca. Bunu da var. Tamam. Kısa menzil vesaire vesaire. Tamam. Sattı bir şeyim yok. Dükkandan çık ve satın aldığın şeyi kullan. Tamam. Silah çarkı F ile açılıyormuş bakın. Şuraya da tüfeği koyacağım. Tamam. Olmadı mı? Yaptım ama. Aynen.
Mr. Roberts would like to remind the city youth not to play near the manufactory building.
Hatta Space de bilmiyor.
We ride for the Green Dragon Tavern. The proprietors are eccentric, but the rooms are spacious and they do not cry.
Have you been told why it is I've come to Boston?
No, Master Birch said I should know only as much as you saw fit to share. He sent me a list of names and bade me ensure you could find them.
And have you had any luck with that?
Aye. William Johnson waits for us at the Green Dragon.
How well do you know him?
Not well, but he saw the order's mark and did not hesitate to come.
Prove yourself loyal to our cause, and you may yet know our plans as well.
I should like nothing more, sir.
Mısır mı lan o? Ha değilmiş. Yeşil ejderha meyhanesine geldik. Tamam bırak. Ha bak böyle şah kaldırıyorsun. Dükkanda yeni silahlar mevcut. Ha Ubisoft kulübünde açılan işte Ubisoft'un bize vermiş olduğu ödülleri şu anda şey yapıyor. Onları veriyor. Attan in. Fransız palası bakın gördüğünüz gibi vesaire vesaire. Avcı kılıcı. Aa bak şurada da sayfa var. Dur şu sayfayı nasıl alırız? Diyeceğim de arkadaşım da ya neyse kaçtı ya sonra şey yaparız. Boşver. Gel şuraya.
You lying, cheating, no good son of a bitch.
Perhaps you've come at a bad time.
Oh, don't be foolish, dearies. Please, sit. Fancy something to eat? A drink, perhaps? Or is it a bed you require?
We've already let rooms here.
Oh, yes. Of course. Masters Lee and Kenway, was it? I'll have your bags brought up. Do you require anything further?
Only privacy. This way. Sir, William Johnson.
A pleasure. A good lad, if a bit earnest. I'm told you're putting together an expedition.
We believe there's a precursor site in the region. I require your knowledge of the land and its people to find it.
Sadly, my research has been stolen. Without it, I'm of no use to you.
Then we'll find it. Do you have any leads?
My associate, Thomas Hickey, has been making the rounds. He's quite good at loosening tongues.
Well, tell me where I can find him. I'll see if I can't speed things up.
We've heard rumors of bandits operating from a compound southwest of here. You'll likely find him there.
Charles?
Sir.
We'd best be off.
Of course.
Benim sürü tavanı. Charles Lee'yi takip et. Şurayı bir gezin belki burada chest mest vardır diyeceğim de bakayım. Anladım yok devam et. Şu altta ne var? Bir saniye. Pardon şu adamda.
Tell me about yourself, William.
What's to tell? I was born in Ireland to Catholic parents, which I learnt early in life severely limited my opportunities. So I converted to Protestantism and journeyed here at the behest of my uncle. But I fear my uncle Peter was not the swiftest of men. He sought to open trade with the Conyan Gahaga, but chose to build his settlement away from the trade routes instead of on them. I tried to reason with the man, but as I said,
not the swiftest. So, I took what little money I'd earned and bought my own little plot of land. I built a home, a farm, a store, and a mill. Humble beginnings, but well situated, which made all the difference.
So this is how you came to know the Mohawk?
Indeed, and it has proved a valuable relationship.
But still no mention from your contacts of the precursor site? No hidden temple or ancient constructs?
Yes and no. Which is to say, they had their fair share of sacred sites. Earthen mounds, forest clearings, hidden caves, but nothing matching what you describe. No strange metals, no odd glows.
It is well hidden.
Even to them, it seems. But cheer up, my friend. You'll have your precursor treasure. I swear it.
To our success, then.
And soon.
Tamam. Şundan bilgi alacaktık, aldım. Johnson ayak işleri.
Thomas Hickey?
Who's asking?
Hatham Kenway.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Show some respect, boy. Peace, Charles. William Johnson sent us in the hopes we might expedite your search.
We don't need no expediting. Don't need none of your fancy London speak neither. I found the men that done the theft.
Then why are you just lazing around?
Figuring out how to deal with those varlets.
I have an idea.
Well, let's hear it.
I'll kill the lookout and take up a position behind the guards. You two approach from the front. When I open fire on the group, you charge in. I have the element of surprise on our side. Half will fall before they've even realized what's happened.
Çok agresif bir karakter bu ya.
Get into position. But wait for me to take the first shot.
Şuna... Tamam. Şimdi şunları... Bak şimdi. Tamam, güzel. Doldur şunu. Hadi.
So much for the element of surprise.
Reinforcements!
Ah. Doldur.
Fall back! Fall back! We'll be safe inside! What now? We can blow the door with those. Go on, shoot them. On with the show then.
Doldur şunu. Oğlum çok geç dolduruyor ya.
Guess they wasn't so safe inside after all.
Al şunu. Alsana şunu.
Bet this'll fetch a pretty penny.
Save your looting for after we found Johnson's research.
Yes, master.
Hadi baka bak.
Lay down your weapons, and I'll consider letting you live.
I make you the same offer. We've no quarrel. I only wish to return this chest to its rightful owner.
Nothing rightful about Mr. Johnson.
I won't ask again.
Agreed.
Ya aptal. Of of.
Your kind has no need for books and maps. Who put you up to this?
Never seen a person. It's always been dead drops and letters. But they always pay, so we do the jobs.
Well, those days are done. Tell your masters I said as much.
Who should I say you are?
You don't? They'll know.
Hey, Thum, this one's got some shot on him. You might want to be grabbing it on account of your pistol being parched.
A shame so many had to die.
Aye. Terrible tragedy that.
Nasıl yağmalıyoruz bunları? Ha, eyle. Lan. Ha, basılı tutuyorsun.
Back to the Green Dragon
Icon
then.
değişmiş.
I need a drink. We've company.
Don't let go of the chest, Charles. We'll take care of this room.
Çabuk doldur.
A little help, please. Quit your crying.
Meşgulüm, görmüyor musun? Çık. Altı oldu, güzel.
Wait,
Al şunu.
them bodies is sure to have loot on them. Would be a shame to let it all go to waste.
Are you mad? In case you've forgotten, we're in the midst of something.
Aw, why's you always got to go and spoil the sport?
Bunlar şeymiş de. Aha. Şunu bir doldurayım da beklesem.
Look at those badgers running around all up with the shove.
Kapat hadi. Doldur şunu. Doldurdun mu? Biz şununla doldur. Çabuk. Ya doldur şunu. Close.
Come on now. It's just a few fools with knives. They ain't so tough.
It's not the scoundrels I'm concerned with.
Şurada biraz daha yaklaşmam lazım. Tamam. Artık şununla işim yok. Beni kılacaklar, tamam mı? At şunu. Bugün vuracaksın mı be reis? Yedim seni.
A little help, please.
Quit your crying, I'm coming.
Meşgulüm gördüğün gibi bak.
Look at those badgers running around all over the shop.
Kanal buradalar. Tamam, devam et. Ölmedi lan it. Geliyorum bekle. O bir. O da iki. Hadi uza. Şurada tüfek var mı? Tüfek aşağı düştü ya, neyse. Şunları alayım da. Gel şimdi. Şurada var. Yaklaş. O bir. Doldur şunu.
To be the last of them.
Şunu da doldurdan olur mu olmaz.
Boy, Mr. Johnson's gonna need to double my pay after all this if he expects me to keep at his side.
There you are.
My thanks, Master Kenway. Now, tell me what it is you need.
The images on this amulet, are they familiar to you? Perhaps one of the tribes has shown you something similar.
It appears Kanyan Gahaga in origin.
Can you trace it to a specific location? I need to know where it came from.
With my research returned, perhaps. Let me see what I can do. Thomas!
What?
Rent yourself a room. And a bath as well. I suspect we'll be here for a while.
Yani son ayak işleri bitti. Tamam, şimdi senle hiç oyun oynamaya niyetim yok. O yüzden şuradan çıkabiliyor muyum? Yukarıda mı? Dışarıda bunlar herhalde. Yukarıda mı ya da bakayım, yukarıda herhalde, aynen. Şundan.
Should not be much longer.
Şu ne diyor?
Any news?
Whispers of things. Nothing solid at the moment. I know you're looking for word of anything out of the ordinary. Dealing with temples and spirits and ancient times and whatnot. But, so far, can't say my boys have heard much.
No trinkets or artifacts being moved through your shadow market?
Nothing new. Couple of ill-gotten weapons, some jewellery likely lifted from a living thing. But you said to listen for talk of glows and ums and strange sights, right? And I ain't heard nothing about that.
Keep at it.
Oh, I will. You done me a great service, mister. And I fully intend to repay my debt. Thricefold, if it pleases.
Thank you, Thomas.
Place to sleep and meal to eat is thanks enough. Don't you worry. I'll get you sorted soon.
Tamam. Listede bir sonraki.
Evening, gentlemen. Charming. Oh, peace, Charles. He'll grow on you.
Oi! Catherine, you fussock! Get back here! Taddy needs a drink.
How fares the search?
Maths and maps are not cutting it.
What of your local contacts?
We'll need to earn their trust before they'll share what they know.
I have an idea on how we might be affecting that. There's a man who's taken to enslaving natives. Rescue them, and they'll owe us.
Do you know where they're being held?
Afraid not.
Benjamin Church will. He's a finder and a fixer. He's also on your list.
And there I was, wondering whom I might solicit next. Well done.
Okay.
Do you like it here, Charles? There's a certain charm to Boston, I suppose. To all of the colonies, really. Granted, their cities have none of London's sophistication or splendor, but the people are earnest and hard-working. They've a pioneer spirit I find compelling.
It's quite something, really, watching a place that's finally found its feet.
Has it, though? The French still wage war from up north, and I fear the Spanish have designs upon this place as well. Is this a new world, or just another battlefield?
Ah, that's a story old as time itself, and one that's not like to change. We're cruel and desperate creatures, set in our conquering ways. The Saxons and the Franks, the Ottomans and Safavids. I could go on for hours. The whole of human history is but a series of conflicts and subjugations, a desire for more and more and more.
I pray one day we rise above it.
Whilst you pray, I'll act. We'll see who finds success first.
It was an expression.
Aye, and a dangerous one. Words have power. Wield them wisely.
When I know something, you'll know something.
This business with Silas confuses me. If Britain stands any chance of pushing back the French, they must ally with the natives, not enslave them.
Silas is loyal only to his purse. That his actions harm the crown is irrelevant. So long as there are buyers for his product, he'll continue to procure it.
All the more reason to stop him, then.
My days are spent in Congress with the locals, attempting to convince them that we're the ones they should trust, that the French are merely using them as tools, to be abandoned once they've won.
Your words must lose their strength when held against the reality of Silas' actions.
I've tried to explain that he does not represent us, but he wears the red coat. He commands a fort. I must appear to them either a liar or a fool. Likely both.
Take heart, brother. When we deliver them his head, they'll know your words were true.
Tamam. Bunları dinledim. Devam edelim artık. Göreve başla.
Wonderful. Charles?
Sir?
Seems like we're not the early ones looking for Mr. Church.
Damn it, he could be anywhere. What do we do?
We find him. Come. I'll show you how.
Saklanırken konuşmalarına kulak misafiri ol. Ha, bu da yeni bir özellik. Benjamin.
The Boston Gazette humbly proposes.
Should we write his family, do you think?
Not our business to meddle, even if we've the best of intentions.
But if you could have seen it, they were surely drunk carrying on like that, and during the day, no less.
Bak şimdi.
In the colony
Hani.
of Pennsylvania, Crown forces are obliged to surrender. The Duke of Newcastle promotes Major General Edward Braddock to lead a counter-strike.
Scandalous behavior from one who aims to be a surgeon. Not likely if he keeps up such carousing.
Truly a shameful display. Benjamin's parents would be mortified.
Perhaps I should send someone to retrieve him. before he damages his reputation beyond repair.
They stumbled off to the northeast, no doubt in search of a tavern or some other place of ill repute.
Start questioning those on the street. I'm headed for higher ground.
Dry goods, feed, salt and other
Biz
sundries
yatırmamız
available.
sayfamıza et. Ha, kartal bakışı yap diyor yani. Okey, tamam. Nasıl duruyorsun lan öyle?
Learn to take a listen. With luck, one of those people knows what became of Benjamin.
Hareket anlamında hafıza kulak misafiri ol. Tamam, şimdi aşağı atlayacağız.
Father Patrick asks all able-bodied men to give an hour of their labor this Saturday as the new house.
Şimdi şuradakilere bir gidelim.
I've asked the criers, but they all plead ignorance.
Bugger that! They're lying!
Aye. Well, what can I do? Threats light off them and I'll knock down the grovel.
Actions speak louder than words, my friend. Arrest one and put him in stocks. See if he's so glib then.
To do so without cause will set them singing songs about us. Last thing the city needs is town criers complaining about our abuse of authority.
And forget it. The crime is done. The killer's gone. Those who know won't share their secrets. If the city wishes to harbor scoundrels, let them pay the price for it.
Şimdi devam edelim. Hareket halinde bir grup lazım bana şimdi de. Aha, buldum.
So he says to church that one way or another the debt would be settled. I don't envy the man. He's grim times ahead.
Well, what do you think they're planning?
All I know is it can't be good.
Probably looking for a nice, quiet place to do the deed. From what I hear tell, his work usually involves quite a bit of screaming.
Which reminds me, we'd best not buy any meat tomorrow.
Good call, that.
Tamam.
I asked if I could help, and they waved me away. Insisted it was all under control. How odd. Did they say what had happened? No. Only that it was a trifling matter, and he'd be returned home soon. There was some blood, though, so I wonder if it wasn't more serious than they let on. Where were they taking him? Towards the hilltop. Perhaps there's a doctor at the fort.
Fark edilmeden tamam. Şimdi...
See, Charles? We'll have church in no time, just as I said we would.
If I might ask, sir, where did you learn to do all this?
It is a requirement when you are raised in the manner that I was.
The colony of Pennsylvania. Lieutenant Colonel George Washington has led troops in an attack on the red.
Gelsene.
Perception is fundamental to the order. It guides the feet when running and climbing, informs the hands when striking and fighting. But most important, it transforms the senses, and we begin to know the world in a different way.
In today's Boston Gazette,
Şuradan askerler geliyor, şurada da askerler var.
Careful. The place is well guarded. We need to slip past them.
Bayağı saklı alan anladık. Şuradan şöyle uçabilir miyim? Yahu. Görme. Oh, görmedi, tamam. Şöyle şu karşıya. Çok iyi. Tamam. Bu kadar.
Locked. I'll have to find the key. Wait here.
Anahtar kimde ki? Yukarıda mı? Hop. Pardon. Onu fark ettirmeden indireceğim bir şekilde de. Yok bir şey, sakin ol. Abi aşağı inmem lazım da aşağıda da asker var. Nasıl yapacağız? Şöyle yapsam. Biraz daha gel. Hay senin lan. Allah'ım ya. Orası olmaz, orada daha riskli. Aha dur bir dakika. Şurada da bir tane var. Suikastçı bıçağına geç. O değil. Allah kahretmesin seni ya. Üf. Neyse. Gel. Aldım.
Here we are then.
Aleykümselam.
Why must you always make these things so difficult, Benjamin? Merely provide me with recompense, and all shall be forgiven.
I'll not pay for protection I don't need.
Clearly, you do require protection. Else we wouldn't be here. How very gauche. Now, what shall we do about our guest?
Maybe I'll take his hands. Put an end to his surgering. Maybe I'll take his tongue. Put an end to his waggling. Or maybe I'll take his cock. Put an end to his fucking us.
So many options. I can't possibly decide. Take all three.
Now, hold a moment. Perhaps I was hasty in refusing you earlier.
I'm so very sorry, Benjamin. But that door has closed.
Be reasonable, Silas.
I rather think I was. but you took advantage of my generosity. I won't be made a fool a second time. I fear I lack the constitution to bear witness to such barbarism. Come find me when you're finished, Cutter.
You'll regret this, Silas, do you hear me? I'll have your head!
No. I rather think you won't.
Quick little swipe and no more ears. How's that sound, Mr. Church? At least I'll be spared more of your name cracker. Commoners do it, Cutter. I'm proud of it. Your parents must be so very proud. Quiet now. I need to concentrate on me work. Maybe you'll get lucky and pass out. Though I dare say I'll do my best to ensure that doesn't happen. Hold still and...
Who are you?
Hatham Kenway, at your service.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Walk with me, Mr. Church, and all will be explained.
Tamam. Direkt finish. Efendim bölüm sonu. Sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Şimdilik yeterli. Hoşça kalın.